What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Blue Period, guys. I am so excited to be able to jump into the final finale episode, the final episode where everything comes together for Blue Period and for our boy Yaguchi. So last week we got left off on him finally finding himself within what he was going to do with it, with his art, right? We got to see him finally find himself, that he was creating something, but he wasn't putting himself on a canvas. And through a lot of just inner searching within the time frames that he had between his breaks, between himself coming back to do his final project, he finally said F it, and he's going to just put himself on a canvas. And that's what we've been waiting all season for, was for that self-discovery, for that self-motivation, for that self-imagery, for him to be able to put himself on a canvas, for him just to say F it, and for him to realize that he's not trying to replicate something. He needs to be able to create himself. He needs to have himself put on a canvas. And he did that by looking through all the different people that is around him, right? He got to see, like, one of his friends, is always doing things about prayer. One of his friends is always doing things that is deep reds and fashions. Another one is constantly just kind of doing different things and putting those things on the canvas, but he needs to finally be able to find him. So let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode. Like and subscribe. Stay till the end, where we have our final episode review. And let's get into episode number 12. Go. This is where he was last week. He was putting all this crap into his sketchbook. What does that mean, though? You know what I mean? What did he discover? What is he going to do? It becomes waxed and translucent. When I started, oh. It's not like I'm insane or anything. Yeah, what are you gonna do at the 11th hour? My true self is so unreliable. I mean, you're not wrong, but you need to have more of that self-confidence, bro. Yeah, you're all wrapped up and taken care of. You're in a much better spot today. I don't want to talk to a confident person right now. So he talks first for the first time. Your fever patch is visible. That's not what he thinks, though. You know what I mean? His self-image is completely off as well. He said it's a fact. Never realize how other people see you. Yeah. What he's saying is, because it comes so natural to him, when somebody compliments that, he doesn't feel the same as if he was unconfident getting the compliment, which makes sense to me. You know what I mean? He thinks that he's not there yet for his art, because what comes natural to him gets praised. It's a hard concept, but it makes sense to me, you know? Why is he just staring at him like that? Is it to bring out the true self? He said, you went and got better in the time I wasn't looking. I love that. I love that. He just complimented him. He just complimented him. Freaking Yaguchi doesn't know how to take that. Oh my god, I love that. He has to move away. He's like, oh no. Yeah, he's about a ball. He doesn't know what to do with that information. You freaking Yatsuki's like, I'm gonna go over here, bro. He's happy. He's like, it really lifted me up. He's like, yes, I am. He's like, yeah, I'm crying, bro. I'm crying, bro. He's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I love that he's finally having that self-recognition. It's slowly being able to come out. I love that it's slowly being able to manifest itself, within himself, and it's being able to make its way onto canvases and stuff. I love that. I love that. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they're just a couple of pedestals from each other. I don't want to talk to anyone right now. I wonder if Yaguchi will go. He's like, you're the last of them, bro. You're the last of them, bro. But he's actually pretty capable. Yeah, he is. He just doesn't realize it himself. You know, that's his biggest fault, is not being able to see it himself. He became an art student? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's about to become a pastry chef, which is so dope. So dope. He's like, yeah, I want to eat a lot, homie. Who gets her second button first? He's like, yo, it's more important for me to see about getting in than it is with graduating. You can't be you don't have to be satisfied with it, but he has to recognize that he found himself, which is going to carry with him for the rest of his life. You know, he found himself as an artist, which I think is scary important. You know what I mean? All of these little tests that he's constantly had, and he's had to force himself to pass. He's had to push himself through the breaking points. He was finally able to do it, you know? And whether he passes or doesn't, he can't have any regrets about it. He needs to keep pushing forward. I like how they're all crying, singing. Yo, homeboy looks dead. Homeboy looks dead. I like how they've never, like, this past episode is the first time they've ever shown his dad, and his dad said nothing. He hasn't said one word yet. It's all been his mom. But I love that his mom changed from who she was to who she is too. and that supportiveness, I think, is fantastic. Your homeboy about to lose it. Yo, he's at his breaking point. He's like, I didn't either. Now they get to do an awkward walk together. At least it's with them together. Yeah, he's like triple checking. I can't be sure of anything until they give me the enrollment documents. I freaking love it. He's like, yo, I can't be sure. I can't be sure of anything until I sign a paper. 𝐜𝐴TSUKE, huh? Oh crap, he just barehanded him. Yo, he's like the second person in his class. Is like, there's only like usually 2 or 3 people in a whole subsession that pass. We finally get to hear his dad. His mom. Oh, it's so cool. 𝐜𝐴TSUKE, yeah, crazy. He's mortified. He's like, I don't know how to handle this happiness. Yeah, it's totally black and white. One thought he was going to pass, and one thought he had no chance. He can't believe it. He's still mortified. Yeah, he will. That's so sick. It almost was like some kind of mistake. I love it. Yeah, you are, buddy. It's so sick. It's so sick. Our boy Yaguchi reproducing your art pieces. She just gives him a freaking easel, just like, yo, do this. Oh, the student council teacher who didn't believe in him to go get it. He's like, yeah. Yo, the student council teacher who didn't believe in it. I wonder if he's gonna have any parting words for him. I wonder if he's gonna have any parting words for him. I knew you were capable. No, he didn't. Oh, is that Mori senpai? Is that gonna be Mori senpai? I love how she came back. That's awesome. She's always missing. They're always missing each other. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. What a fucking ending. Oh my god. What a great anime. Like, I'm about to cry, y'all. What a great show. What a great show. They have anything they're gonna sneak up on us on the end here. What an amazing show. You know what I mean? The emotional impact, you know, that Blue Period has had on me personally, you know what I mean? Just my pure enjoyment of watching Blue Period every single week with you. You know what I mean? Like, has just been an amazing experience. And much like Yaguchi did to Uba, right? I want to thank you, for being here and hanging out with me every single week to watch Blue Period. It's been such a pleasure to enjoy and watch this anime, as we got to see I think I put this in the masterpiece category, but we got to see a masterpiece kind of start a little rough and find its way, just like Yaguchi did, which is so cheesy, I know, but we got to see Yaguchi as a character start a little rough and find his way, and I think it's beautiful. The last episode got me really emotional, and there's nothing sad that happened. It's just seeing such a success story and seeing it so well done. It just made an impact, and I just really loved to see it. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, I want to thank you for being here, hanging out with me. It's very appreciated, to each and every one of you who have, whether you came by one week and you stuck around other, whether you've skipped a couple, but you're here now and you're listening to this. So just thank you for being here with me throughout this whole season. But this episode, like I said, it's the perfect ending to it. Yaguchi accomplished his goal to the surprise of all of us. And I think we all kind of felt like maybe that was going to be what happened. But at the same time, it's like, failure could definitely have been on the table, and him failing would have been just as an impactful as an ending as it was him succeeding. And they could have gone a different direction with him failing, and, we could have been like, oh, well, when we pick this story back up, he'll change it around because he's now found what he's meant to do. But instead, we got to see that he found himself these last two episodes, and he found who he is as an artist and how he's put so much work into it, right? He's put so much work into this skill that he didn't realize that he was becoming extremely talented at it. And we got to see him finally identify that last episode. We got to see him bring that to fruition this episode. We got to see him put himself on a campus through another. And we got to see how he looks at the world as an artist. And he got to put that on a canvas. And that obviously was able to inspire the passions, that was able to get him into the Tokyo University of Arts, and people were able to immediately recognize that him on his canvas, right? Even at the end, when we have Mori Senpai, that's kind of what got me a little bit emotional. So stupid, but it got me emotional. We got to see Mori Senpai, see the art that he put, and she was like, "That's beautiful." And I hope that this anime continues. I hope we get a season 2. Will we? I don't know how well the viewership did. You know what I mean? But I hope we get a season 2 someday, because I feel like I would love to see Yaguchi in the art university. I would love to see him continue to grow as a character. I think that one of the things this anime did so beautifully, which there was one little thing that I would love to see a little bit more at this episode, but I'll talk about that at the very end. But one of the things this anime did so well was build Yaguchi out. It had him be rough around the edges, and had him be slowly built out through the season, and him end up finding himself at the end, which I think was just such a masterpiece ending. But the other thing that the anime did so well was build out the surrounding characters around Yaguchi, right? His friend group, his pastry chef friend, his mother. We got to see his mother grow. And if you don't realize it, it happened. We got to see his mom grow from worried to what is he doing with, to being changed around emotionally, to being emotionally supportive. We got to see his dad talk for the first time. We got to see the different characteristics of Uba. We got to see his teacher, his art teacher in high school. We got to see the different characters like Yatsuke, the tsundere guy. We got to see him build up as a character. We got to see Ryuji go through a multitude of different feelings and things around him. We got to see Yaguchi plant himself and solve that and be a good friend and we got to see a failure. We got to see Hasegawa, right? We got to see her failure. Like all these different things and all these different ways that the anime was able to build out the characters around him and make you really effing care. And I think it's just all powerful. I think, again, one of the best animes I've seen all season. I really think this is a masterpiece. I cannot overstate enough that the writing was some of the best writing I've ever experienced in anime. And I will remember this anime for a long time, and I will rewatch it again. And I just think that the writing was just so damn good. I think the character development was so damn good. And I think that the story that they told, for something that I don't inherently really care about. I don't have an art bone in my body. Do I draw? Sure. Do I draw good? No. You know what I mean? But do I do it? Yeah, sometimes. But I don't really have any ties to art, and this made me care about it, and it made me care about a character. There's not really much else I have to say, guys. You guys watched it with me. You know how wonderful it was. Let me know your final thoughts. Let me know your final thoughts of this anime in the comments. Again, I appreciate you being here with me each and every week. Blue Period has been a pleasure, and it's been a pleasure to share it with you. So let me know your final comments down below. Let's chat about Yaguchi's final adventure and his acceptance into Tokyo Arts. And let me know if you think a season 2 will ever happen. From me to you guys, thank you for being here all season, and I'll see you guys in the winter for a new anime adventure. Peace out.